So how long should you sit in front of the computer for to avoid developing body aches? Don't hate me for this, but it kind of depends. Hi all, my name is Manny. I am a physical therapist and I deal with a large clientele of tech workers. Now, in an ideal world, I'm going to emphasize that again. In an ideal world, I think you should be taking a break you should be taking a 5 minutes break every 20 to 30 minutes of working in front of the computer. And this is assuming that you are currently completely healthy with no body aches when you're sitting in front of a computer. Now, I'm basing this number off of experience because there's not a solid research behind this question. Now, I am saying give yourself 5 minutes break in an ideal world. We'll come back to that. But in an ideal world, give yourself a 5 minutes break every 20 to 30 minutes because it gives your body, it gives your muscles a chance to nourish itself. It gives your spine and joints a chance to nourish itself with fluids as well. And then it gives your body, certain body parts that develop pressure from constrained position, a chance to move as well. And all of these will help reduce your buildup of aches and pains when you are working in front of the computer. I keep saying that in an ideal world because there's an aspect of realism that needs to be factored into this answer. I think sometimes it might just take 20 minutes to actually get you going the minute you sit down. So interrupting yourself might reduce your work productivity. But if you could create a routine where you have a focused time of 20 to 30 minutes of work, then giving yourself a 5 minutes break after would be really, really awesome to help yourself. The other thing is that I realize that sometimes work meetings can interrupt with this workflow and whatnot. But the point is to be able to move as much as you feasibly can and give yourself as much of a break away from the computer as best as possible. I also think it depends because it comes down to the individual, right? There are some people that can sit for longer periods of time and they'll be okay, and then there are others that can't even sit for 10 minutes without developing any pains or aches. And I think that there are a lot of variables that helps contribute to how long an individual can sit, how long that you can sit for. And these variables are nutrition, how well are you eating? Mental health is also very important, especially when you're working in front of the computer. And then your lifestyle, do you have an active lifestyle or a sedentary lifestyle? All of these are variables that helps and that will contribute to your tolerance to sitting in front of a computer, either for shorter periods of time or for longer periods of time. So with all that said, if you want a number, I would say somewhere between 20 to 30 minutes and then giving yourself a 5 minute break. That, as I mentioned, is an ideal. So realistically, try to find where your limitation is at and then give yourself a buffer by giving yourself a 5 minute break just before that, and try to be as active as possible outside of your working hours, and that will go a long way to helping you out, and that will go a long way to also keeping your body healthy. I have a video on the best stretches that you should do for your upper and lower body before and after your work day in front of a computer, so feel free to check it out. That will also help a lot in terms of building your tolerance to prolonged sitting and also giving your body a chance to nourish itself before and after your work day. Thank you so much for watching. I would definitely appreciate a like if you found this helpful anyway.